Hello and welcome to this video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing let me know you like the channel. Here at No Kitchen Bell to let you know when videos go live. So let's talk about the comments after the game by Danny then. And a lot of it is Danny tired of the familiarity that we keep going into. He said, we spoke many times about being the mirror of our second leg half the season. I'm maybe a little tired of speaking about this topic. In the end, we couldn't change it. You look back at 2-1 Sunderland, 2-1 Coventry today. These are the close results you think about, and always the games that we should have done more with. Some games like Luton, Millwall, we have to win. Our process shows we are close, but the final bit is not there. It is not just for me, it's the players as well. They know they are in a good way right now. The team's ahead. But in football, you need to be more clinical in the boxes. And he's right. One of the big things that we had in that game was, and we've had it all season, we're not clinical. We are not a clinical team at all. In goal at all. We struggle with it all the time. There have been so many chances we could have just put things to bed, and we haven't. And in that game especially, like the header from Smith goes either side of Cooper to goal. But you got to look at it in a different way. You say it's a mirror of our home games this season. I think we look back to the dates. I know it's not everything, but all the dates we are ahead apart from one comes out with the goal. The second half, there was only one team in it, box to box. And I'm not going to touch on Chris Wilder's comments, mainly because he did an entire 16 minutes talking about us on Radio Sheffield. Like, concentrate on what you did. And it just, for me, I just don't see the point. It's one of the ones you look at it though, and I am disappointed that we lost, but at the same time, it by fine margins yet again in both games. I don't think Sheffield United were that good, but they showed they got that little extra bit of quality that we lack, and they used it to their advantage. We all know Matt Lowe went off injured in the first half, which was gutting because it wasn't something you wanted to see. And especially when he's the one that kicked it out. When a player goes down and says something on his knee, which wasn't good. When we look back at the season, it could be another again. I don't know. At the moment, it could be we are once again one back, other out. It could be story of our season. So it could be we get Akin back and then Matt Lowe goes out. And that's something you don't want to see and have. But it is what it is, and we've got to deal with that. But I think Danny, with his 2 derbies under his belt, lost them both. It'll build character for him. He'll enjoy trying to figure out how to beat it next when and if we ever get the chance to do it. Again, if he gets the chance to. But again, you look at that game yesterday, and it's just fine margins. It's all fine margins. He spoke about data. The data said this, the data said that. And I get what Chris Wilder's saying about the data, saying it doesn't matter what happened on the pitch, is how it goes. But Danny's a data-driven manager. The two styles of management it show. You've got one who's like, we'll do the talking, whatever happens, we'll win. And then you've got Danny's data system. But we've got all the data in the world. If we're not putting the ball in the back of the net and taking those chances we have, the data means nothing unless you get 3 points. And that's the way I see it a little bit. The data means nothing unless you get 3 points. And it's a shame because I don't think there was much in it. Again, like I said, I just think it's the fine margins that we're getting done on. And at home, we are so bad. Like, home games are Achilles heel at the minute. That's the word I'm looking for. So, yeah, home games are not what we're good at. And that needs to change next season. Because we can't be having that many home games and that many points lost at home. And it's frustrating because I thought there was a little bit of a chance going into the game that we could get something, and just it is what it is. It's a tough one. Again, it's on the back of a international break, so we're gonna have the international break, have it dwell a little bit, and then go from there. But at the end of the day, We got to brush ourselves down. We're mid-table. We are a mid-table team. And I get there's a lot of people saying, we're mid-table. Don't you want to have push for something else? I do want to push for something else. I do want to push for being in a playoff situation. But at the same time, I think we have to build step by step. The first step last season was not get relegated. Didn't get relegated. This season was to have a bit of stability. Maybe if there was a chance to push into the playoffs, you take it. But take the season for what it is so far. There's still time that we could potentially get there, but I don't see it. I think that could be us didn't have that chance now. We have to just win as many of our last games as possible and see what we can do, because at the end of the day, that's what I am wanting us to do and see how we get on. At the start of the season, I've said it every time, I wanted mid-table. All I wanted was mid-table. Anything else was a bonus in terms of getting close to playoffs. I think the actual people who go up, it's going to go down to the wire. I think it's very, very close. And they're both teams who are inconsistently consistent. They can beat anyone on the day, but they can also lose to anyone on the day. Or draw games against teams who maybe think they should be winning. So, yeah, it's that interesting situation. It puts us in that kind of, we are mid-table. We didn't get what we wanted. We lost both, so all bragging rights go to the other side. And that's something that you like to kind of have. But we didn't get smashed. We didn't get annihilated like we have done in previous ones that we've had. It by fine margins. And you take that with a pinch of salt and you work on it. But it's always difficult when it's your rival. It's always difficult when it's a thing. And they'll probably go up. They will probably go up. And with the structure they've now got and stuff like that, they'll be able to give it a better chance. The thing is that we don't have a structure. Our structure is something that lacks behind the scenes. And that's something that needs to be improved. It's something Danny spoke about time and time again. It's something I spoke about on here on the Talking Wednesday podcast. That behind the scenes stuff needs to be ironed out or sorted and stuff like that. And I don't think that happens while the person who owned the club got the club. So it is what it is. So we move on. We go to the next game after the international break, which is Cardiff, and see what we can pick up there and go from there. But at the end of the day, Danny's disappointed. He said we had chances, but it's again the same old situation with Sheffield Wednesday Football Club rearing its ugly head. To have chances, don't take them. Play well, don't take points.